What's going on, guys? I'm back real quick. Just wanted to talk about what would happen if, or not just what if scenarios, but um, the effects of what happens if Mikey beats Earl Spence or if Earl Spence beats Mikey Garcia. What would either do next? Mikey, he's still somewhat of a free agent, so Um, he's not exclusive with PBC or Showtime. It's just they've been taking care of him the most recently. So, but even if Mikey does beat Earl Spence, I don't think he should go all the way back down to 135. I think win or lose, don't be shocked if Mikey drops the WBC belt. Because I think he already vacated the. Oh yeah, he did vacate the IBF because Richard Comey is the IBF champ now. So if Mikey does win, don't be because we don't know for sure what's going to happen with Floyd and Pacquiao. Right now, signs are pointing to that they may rematch, but Floyd's kind of tricky to predict, so you never know. He might be just content in fighting kickboxers and whatnot for 10 mil, which I can't knock it. Easy payday for him. Um, So I don't know what he's really gonna do. Pac-Man, he's kind of just waiting on Floyd, So because I know Pacquiao said he'll be at the Earl Spence Mikey fight, but so does Sean Porter. So if whoever wins, Mikey or Earl, wouldn't they rather fight Pacquiao than Porter? Um, and I'm pretty sure Porter would rather fight uh, Mikey or Pacquiao if he could get it, but like I've said before, I don't think Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. I don't see any of those. Even though all those fights are good fights, I don't see how they really deserve a Pacquiao payday. I don't even think Broner deserved the Pac. I would say those three earned more of a Pacquiao shot than Broner did, but Broner can sell fights, so that's probably why he's. And people still like to root for and against him, so. Broner's kind of hard to hate, but or I don't know how to say it because you want him to do well, but you always get mad at his performance. Like God, he won't let his hands go. So Broner's kind of hard to. I respect him as a fighter, but he drives me nuts as a person and as a fighter. I mean, I don't know, dude, but just what he does in and out the ring is kind of just puzzling. Um, I don't think he's a bad guy. He just seems a little bit all over the place at times. Um, just not real consistent. But back to what I was saying. If Pacquiao doesn't make the fight with Floyd, will Pacquiao actually fight? Earl Spence. I can see him trying to fight Mikey next. Just because Pacquiao really made his bones in the sport by fighting top level Mexicans. So I can see him kind of wanting to go out kind of that way too. He fought Marco Antonio Barrera twice. Juan Manuel Marquez, one of my favorites, what, four times? Three times with Eric Morales. Fought Hector Velasquez, Jorge Solis. So he's fought a lot of good Mexican fighters. So, I could definitely see Pacquiao trying to make the Mikey fight. And Mikey's smaller too. So, and I would assume he would have a tough fight with Earl Spence too. So, and he just came off pretty much a breeze versus Broner. So, actually wouldn't be a bad strategy if I was Team Pacquiao. Um, you would make more money with Mikey than you would with Keith Thurman because Mikey just, in essence, shocked the world. And like I said, Thurman, Porter, they haven't looked good in their last performances. Porter arguably lost. Keith almost got stopped. So if you want to keep the pay-per-view thing going, which I kind of hope kind of dies out, to be honest. Not that I don't mind paying for fights, but I just don't see the point. If we're getting other stuff for like $10, ESPN Plus, I think it's like $5 a month, 10 for the zone. So, you know, Fox is free off cable anyway. So, and if we can get Canelo Jacobs for $10, possibly Andre Triple G for $10, you know, So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't mind doing it because it's like basically buying, like a new Mortal Kombat game, but those come out like once a year, so it's more valuable rather than just one fight. But I don't know, kind of up to the person really. But if they do want to keep that pay-per-view route going, I don't see how Thurman Porter really makes sense for Pacquiao. I think the Mikey Earl winner pay-per-view numbers would probably do better, you know. And if Earl beats Mikey, I think Earl. I don't know what Earl would do. He might choose the Pacquiao route just because the other welterweights have made him wait, forever trying to get a big fight. So maybe he should take the money bag with Pacquiao. Then I don't know. I mean, I could argue Terrence Crawford really should have first dibs, but Pacquiao's with Al Heyman now, so the PBC welterweights are the ones that are going to get the shot if it's not Mayweather. So I just don't see Pacquiao really wanting to fight Earl Spence. I have to see. I would have to see it announced to really believe it. It would just have to come down to that. And Pacquiao's a legend, Don't get it twisted, but at this point of his career, does he really want to fight Earl Spence? He hasn't fought a young, in prime champion since Tim Bradley, maybe. And how long ago was that? That was like what 2013, 2014. That was a while. So, um, we'll have to wait and see. Don't want to look either guy. Mikey Garcia is a damn good boxer. Earl's an underrated boxer. So I'm actually excited for the fight. Stylistically, it's actually pretty good. I think their styles going to clash really well. But I already told you guys. I think Earl's going to get the dub, but I think Mikey will be competitive. Um, that's just the way I see it. Mikey has to, show me for me to believe that he can beat Earl. Not that he won't do well, but I think size, the style. I think it just favors Earl too much. But I'm curious what Earl would do. If Al Heyman kind of chooses, fight Pacquiao, you can fight Sean Porter. I heard Al Heyman has a deep ass voice. My grandfather had a deep voice too, so I like to imagine that. I don't know. What do you do? Do you face? I think you take the Pacquiao fight. It's a bag. It's another legacy boost. You beat a potential Hall of Famer. Well, Mikey, he's a 4 division champ. He'll make the Hall of Fame. And you beat Pacquiao, all time great legend, back to back in a year. You got to take that. Yeah, you just have to, right? I can't see would anyone not take that fight? I don't know. Like, do Yeah, I feel like he would take the Pacquiao fight. I think I would too. I think Earl would probably stop Pacquiao in like 5 rounds, but um, yeah, I don't see that fight lasting long. That fight I couldn't see competitive. I think that's it too. It depends how Earl beats Mikey. If it's like controversial, or if it's like a 12th round stoppage, just because Mikey and Pacquiao might be around the same size, maybe Mikey might be a hair bigger, but or if it's just a complete beating, then they might say hell no. But I don't know. I would like to see Earl versus Pac. I don't know. The welterweight division's tricky, man. A lot of really good fights, but I feel like half of them won't happen. I want to be optimistic. They should happen. They all got the same advisor. Most of them got same relationship with these promoters and managers. Like the Watson family, TGB Promotions, Richard Schaefer, Lou DiBella. They all work together. So, or they all got their own promotional company. They all fight on Fox, Fox Sports 1, Showtime. So, to me, there's no reason why these fights shouldn't happen. So, we'll see what happens with Mikey versus Earl Spence. I'm curious what the winner and what the loser would do. If Earl loses, damn. And if Mikey loses, it's kind of expected. But if Earl loses, where do you go? Or wouldn't you demand a rematch, right? Just like Ray Leonard Duran, since a lot of people want to bring that one up. even though Mikey has better feet than Duran. And I would say Earl probably hits harder than Ray Leonard did too. And Earl's actually the better body puncher in this scenario, whereas Roberto Duran was the better body puncher. And Ray Leonard brought, as the taller man, brought the fight to the shorter guy without boxing as much because Ray Leonard fought more with his heart than his head. You know, I think I said that in the other video. You know, Ray Leonard kind of fought more like like a real 24, 25-year-old, about Cheesemo, instead of, doing what's best for him, and that was to box. Because in the rematch, Ray Leonard took him to school, made him quit. First one to make a Hall of Famer quit, so that's crazy. So we'll see what happens, I'm curious what both guys would do. Let me know what you guys think they, either Mikey or Earl would do. Whether they win it, lose it, maybe it's a draw, Well, I can't wait till Sunday. And, not even just Sunday, but the reaction of like, oh my God. Like, I can't wait to see what happens, man. It should be a good fight day. So let me know what you guys think. Other than that, have a good one. Subscribe, like the channel. Let me know about other fights you guys want to talk about or, just other stuff in general. Other than that, take it easy.